A major turn in the case involving a man hit and killed by an SDG&E truck. At a hearing today, the driver's attorney said the victim was to blame. And as 10 News reporter Hannah Mullins found, there's evidence to back that up.
This was the end for Robert Fisher, covered up with a yellow tarp, dead on the very streets he lived on in January. In the days that followed, former SDG&E worker Hector Hoyt was labeled a hit-and-run driver by police. After nearly 7 months of silence, Hoyt's attorney, Russell Robinson, opened up about his client and how many people wrote in on his behalf, sharing stories about how he would often work on his own time.
One person said he was amazed at working with Hector Hoyt and how much time Hector Hoyt had spent helping homeless people.
Investigators say Hoyt was off-duty driving in a work truck like this when he hit Fisher and left him to die. He said the second page of the traffic report is revealing and points to Fisher being at fault.
Mr. Fisher was somewhat famous among the homeless people of just jumping up and running out into the street and across the street.
But Fisher's stepson said he didn't deserve it.
You still didn't deserve to be left like an animal or something. I mean, why didn't the dude stop?
Robinson now says Hoyt went back to the area with his emergency lights on, but wouldn't go into detail. For the first time, though, we are learning why Hoyt may have been out that night.
Mr. Hoyt was on his way to get an Arby's sandwich for his girlfriend.
Then came the question of alcohol. The defense thinks it was a factor. Robinson says it wasn't Hoyt, though, who had been drinking. It was Fisher, who had a .21 to .25 blood alcohol level and drugs in his system when he ran into Hoyt's truck. Hannah Mullins, 10 News.
Hector Hoyt is expected back in court in about 5 weeks, and coincidentally, Hoyt's son hardly survived the Northern California bus crash back in April that killed 10 people. The bus was hit by a FedEx truck while carrying students to a tour of Humboldt State.